Welcome to EHS Nights News for December 2023. I'm James.
And I'm Miles. The Winston chefs came to EHS to make Seoul Tacos for Taco Day. Lila has the story.
Today at Ellington High School, Winston chefs came to make and serve Seoul Tacos.
We're making Seoul Tacos. Yeah, it's a Korean-based taco. It has flavors that are influenced from Korea. So we have a ginger chicken, we have a bulgogi beef. You'll have all sorts of other accompaniments going with that. It's served on a grilled tortilla, so it kind of has a Mexican flair to it, but it's inspired by Korea. We'd like to have you guys try a bunch of different items. I think that we're looking to get an increased participation in the lunch program, and we want to make sure that you guys have a very well-rounded program, that we have all sorts of cultures that influence what we serve.
The chefs made a beautiful display for the tacos that was influenced by Korean culture. Lots of students were eager to line up and taste these delicious Seoul Tacos. We interviewed students asking them what they thought about these tacos.
It was really good, different from what we normally have in the cafeteria. It had a lot of flavor and spice to it.
It was really good, lots of flavors, and I don't know, I feel like it's just one of those good lunch days.
Seoul Taco Day was a huge success. This is Lila McCauley reporting for EHS News.
The Ellington Knights took on Rockville in the annual Battle of Route 83. This is Dan with the story.
The Ellington Knights took on the Rockville Rams in the annual Battle of Route 83. The Knights and the Rams have had a rivalry that has been going on for quite some time now, and Rockville has been winning that rivalry for the past 6 years. Tristan Neville had all 3 touchdowns versus the Rams for 180 yards. He also broke the record for receiving touchdowns in one season in history.
I knew they had a great defense coming into the game. They were 8-1, so I knew I needed to bring my A game this year. Last year I had a great game against them, so I was really just studying film a lot and just manifesting my success. I knew after being out against Coventry, I needed 3 touchdowns to get to 13, break the single season, and break the season touchdown record. So yeah.
Tristan talks about breaking the record for single receiving touchdowns.
It felt great. It's something I can't say I was working towards all season. It came along throughout the season just as I knew it would happen. So about halfway through, I kept going for it. So it felt great.
Tristan talks about the team supporting him throughout the game.
Towards about after the second half, going third and fourth quarter, just looking at the team, I was just trying to tell them like, hey, I got you if you guys got me. Just trying to give encouraging words to the offensive line. I just knew that I knew we have a great line. They're just not playing up, and they just need that little extra motivation. I just felt like the whole team was behind you, and that's just something that you strive for as a player. It's just having everyone else, the 10 other dudes out there playing with you.
Tristan talks about playing preseason.
Yeah, it was kind of yes and no. Really wasn't too sure what I was gonna do preseason. Just had some off the field issues I had to come to myself with, and it took time.
This is Dan Nicolescu signing off.
Basketball season is here, and even though we lost a ton of seniors, we are still trying to make a run back to the sun. Here's James Kessel with the story.
The boys Ellington Knights basketball team last year went to the state championship final with the majority of the team being seniors. This year, the boys are short on seniors, so we got some of the varsity players, Darren, Ben, and Jack, to ask them on how they're going to approach the season when the team is full of younger players.
We gotta make sure the younger guys have or know what they're doing and make sure they can step up like the other seniors did last year.
Just trying to have our older people. We don't have as many seniors, so just having juniors as well. All the older people speak up more. Have a better community, I guess. Try to make it more about the younger guys.
The seniors last year were definitely important to our deep playoff run, but we're ready. I mean, we have some returning seniors back who are really good players last year, and younger players who are ready to make a difference to the team.
Players talked about their expectations for the 2023 to 2024 season.
I think we want to go back to the sun like last year. It was a great experience for all of us, and I hope we can go back again.
Obviously, just trying to get back to where we were last year. It's steep, really steep hill to climb right now, but we're going to try to find our way back up.
We asked a freshman varsity player if he feels pressure being the only freshman starting.
I mean, it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but I'm up to the challenge because I know I can play with the higher level players and be able to do everything that coach needs me to do.
This is James Kessel, signing off. Last week, students of all grades visited the Lincoln Institute in East Windsor. For more on the trip, we have Eamon.
On Monday, December 4th, the school counseling department hosted a free field trip. The trip was from 9 a.m. to 12:15. This took the students to the Lincoln Institute in East Windsor. This trip is to show the students of the high school options for after graduation. Their fields include culinary, skilled trades, and automotive skills. Here's our school counseling department to discuss more about our trip. What classes are offered by the Lincoln Institute?
Sure. So they have, I think it's 8 different programs over at the East Windsor location. So heating, ventilation, cooling, electrical, CNC machining, welding, medical assisting,
DC technology.
Automotive and collision. And
During their visit, what did the students see at the Lincoln Institute?
Sure. So they got a tour of the entire facility. They got to see the classrooms for the various academic portions of the programs, and then they got to go into the trade section where they saw the hands-on work and real career preparation that they do in the shop end of the building.
So, for example, students that might be interested in the electrical, they had a framed house set up in the warehouse, which had students working on putting in the outlets and light switches so you could see them. They were navigating the wiring of the house set up like it was a new construction home, and they were getting that hands-on work done.
Aside from the classes themselves, what types of things did the students get to see at the school?
So they just got to see the facility. There was interaction with the admissions counselors there to ask questions of it. They got to see students in the academic classrooms. They got to see students working directly in their trades. So it was just a good opportunity. They also saw the machinery.
Yeah, they did get to see students that were doing welding. They each had their own little unit that they were working on with their helmets and their tools. So they got to see some of that in action.
What's the school location or the campus like?
Sure. So it's located in East Windsor off of Newberry Road. It's actually a very large facility. It's set back a little bit, but it's all in one building. But it is a very, very large facility, and they have put a lot of money into making sure it is state-of-the-art and offering the best preparation for students.
And just to give you kind of a context of size, they had like 6 or 7 tractor trailer vehicles in the one corner of the facility that students were able to work on. So it is quite a massive.
Would you recommend students who didn't get to visit Lincoln on the field trip visit themselves, and how would you recommend they do it?
Sure. So, yes, I would. If they are interested in any of those trades, I would encourage them to get out and see the facilities. Lincoln Tech actually has an open house this weekend, this Saturday. I don't know the exact time, but it's available on their website and you can register. They have those frequently, so that's one option. Another option is to reach out to Diane Wilson or Robert Wargo at the Lincoln Tech facility and schedule a meeting with the admissions counselor and a tour of their facility.
Do you think Lincoln Institute is a good option for students after high school?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think certainly with anyone who's interested in any of those trades, like we said, it's a state-of-the-art facility, and they have direct connections to employers where a student is trained coming out with very workable skills immediately.
I would agree.
All right, then. Thank you both for your time.
Of course. Thank you.
I'm Aiden Shaw, signing off.
Ellington High School opening night players had a show called Christmas Lights. Sophia Engelman has the story.
This is Sophia Engelman reporting on OKP's Christmas Lights. We asked Miss Willis what the show was about.
So Christmas Lights is written by Bill Pernetta, who's one of the other theater advisors here, and it is about a man who decorates so crazily for Christmas that the mayor gets involved and tries to shut down his Christmas lights.
The law must still have a vendetta against me. Not only did they corner me and maim, but they spat in my eyes and ears. I think I'm engaged to one of them.
We also asked her what her favorite part about the Christmas lights show was.
The thing I like the most is my favorite character in it. Her name is Tootie Conlon, and she's an ex-Rockette, and she dresses in head to toe in pink, and she's this like super sassy character that sort of ends up helping to save the day at the end of the character. And she's played by Charlotte Mund, and Charlotte does a great job. So overall, that's my favorite part of Christmas lights.
May I speak to Mr. Price? I'm here on a highly important matter. Please, come in. Thank you. I'm Kitty Collins.
We asked Ben Montanari what part he played in the Christmas lights show.
I play the role of Tex.
What are you going to do? You're going to run for cover! Get it!
What's going on? Tex, is that you?
I got you this time, didn't I, Nikki? What could be a better?
We also asked him what his favorite part about the show was.
My favorite part about the show is probably like using like the fun props that they give us, like the lasso or the sarcophagus.
This is Sophia Engelman signing off.
Thanks for watching EHS Nice News. We'll see you next time.